Hey, my name is Marjorie, and I am one of the creators of Wildwood Curriculum, and I also blog at juniperpines.com. And I have just written a preschool guide for Charlotte Mason homeschoolers, and wanted to share with you what it's about. Um, so I guess first thing is, why did I write a guide on Charlotte Mason for your 3 to 6 year old when all you really need to do is have a healthy home life and a healthy home rhythm? Well, what I found, first of all, I have 5 kids. I've got 3 stepsons. The oldest one moved in with us when he was 15 years old, and he lives down the road from us now with his wife and their 6-year-old daughter and 1-year-old son. And my husband and I have 2 girls together. One's 22 years old and one is 7 years old. The 22-year-old I homeschooled all the way through, and I'm starting back over with my 7-year-old. Even though I had completely homeschooled my older daughter, and she was doing really well, I still found that when I got to the 3-year-old stage with my younger daughter, I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I didn't know, felt like she needed more than what I could give her. I was actually almost ready to put her in preschool because I felt like she wasn't getting what she needed at home. So I was already sold on Charlotte Mason, but I didn't understand how to translate what was in her books to giving my daughter what she needed. At that point, I found Waldorf, and I started really looking into it. I bought a book called Christophorus Kindergarten, and I read that, and that was so reassuring to me. It completely changed my parenting style, honestly. And also, I don't want to say our homeschool because we're still Charlotte Mason homeschoolers, but the way I look at education has changed. So I also found Waldorf Essentials Resources. That's Melissa Nielsen. She does podcasts. She has a membership, coaching moms, how to be better moms, how to have a happy home, pretty much. So once I started writing Wildwood Curriculum, I really got into much deeper into not only Charlotte Mason's books, but also her other writings. A Liberal Education for All. There's a ton of writings on the Charlotte Mason Digital Archive. There's the PNEU programs. The PNEU is Parents National Education Union. While I was reading all of these primary sources, I realized that pretty much everything that I had learned from the Waldorf resources was also in Charlotte Mason's writings. They just hadn't translated to the wider community, I guess. That's the best thing that I can say, is not only does Charlotte Mason have pretty much everything that Waldorf has, but she has more also. So one of the big things that we see in the Wildwood Curriculum group and other Charlotte Mason groups that I'm part of is, what do I do for Charlotte Mason preschool? Now, we have everybody asking from fresh out of the public school mentality, saying, when do I teach my 2-year-old shapes, numbers, letters, how to read, and what flashcards should I use? Everyone coming from that all the way to people like me who have completely raised children but never quite figured out how to apply Charlotte Mason's philosophy to the young children. I always felt like something was missing. I did everything that I had been told. Just let them be outside, let them play, count sparrows, show letters, but I always felt like there was something missing. So that's why I wrote the Charlotte Mason Preschool Guide. I call it right now it's being called A Quiet Growing Time, Charlotte Mason with your 3 to 6 year old. That might change by the time I release it. I'm hoping to release it in about a month. But what I do in there is, it's not a high level discussion of Charlotte Mason's writings as they apply to the young ones. What it is it's me sitting next to you at a park day, or me being on a Zoom call with you, or me being on a phone call with you, and just telling you how I apply it, and translating her words into something that we can understand better. I don't mean to say that Charlotte Mason's words are difficult to understand, but I think that they can be very difficult to apply, especially if you're only looking at them through an academic lens. And I keep saying all the time, right? That's horrible. So in the preschool guide, I talk about not only specific things that Charlotte Mason talks about and how you can apply them practically to your life, the out of doors, the picture painting using the mind's eye, different ideas for how to do nature study with your little ones, habit formation, but I also go into things that I learned in Waldorf, and I should say I learned through the Waldorf resources that I found reading through home education again were in her writings, but they just seem to be generally ignored by the homeschool community. Things like rhythm, that she might term regularity, but Waldorf terms rhythm. It's your rhythm to your day, doing your same sorts of things every day at approximately the same time every day, to develop that rhythm to your little one's day. It's the predictability that they need. So I talk about why we wait on academics. I talk about why we do habit formation and give you some ideas for doing it. I talk about nature connection, not just about nature study, but nature connection. I talk about how to spark your children's curiosity. We're not just filling that cup. We're not just giving them facts. We are inspiring their curiosity, inspiring them to want to learn more rather than just asking us for answers all the time. We want to encourage their observation. And I talk about rhythm. If you feel very confident creating a Charlotte Mason lifestyle for your young children, you absolutely do not need this. If you feel, if you've read home education 20 times and you know it like the back of your hand and you're confident, you don't need this. But if you are struggling with your children, if you are struggling with your lifestyle, if you are struggling with how to bring your Charlotte Mason ideals to your little ones, then this is a book where I'm not going to make you feel guilty for not having started baby Mozart in the womb. I'm not going to make you feel guilty if you can't get outside for 8, 10, 12 hours a day. I'm not even going to make you feel guilty if you use media. By media, of course, I mean videos, and you know what? None of us are perfect. None of us live a perfect Charlotte Mason lifestyle. If anybody tells you that they do, they're lying. I probably shouldn't say that because I'm not actually in their house. Maybe there really is somebody out there who has done a perfect Charlotte Mason lifestyle from birth all the way to forever. But I haven't met them yet. I think that's one of the things that's missing is getting rid of the guilt. It's so easy for us to feel guilty, to feel like we're not pushing our children enough, to feel like we're pushing our children too much, to feel like we just can't hit that sweet spot and that everything that we're doing is always just that short of the mark. I try to take that away with this. So I hope that it will be out in about a month, mid-ish November. No absolute guarantees on that. If you would like further notices on it, I'm going to be doing, I might be doing little things like this throughout until it's released, but I might not. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it goes. So if you would like to, just go to my website, juniperpines.com. Click on right underneath the header, there's 3 boxes: blog, preschool guide, and membership. Click on the preschool guide, sign up to get updates on it. And the membership is something that I hope to be launching maybe January. I haven't set an exact date for it yet, but it's going to be a monthly membership. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in my next video. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.